Welcome back. Another lecture on ordinary differential equation. So today we will see the continuation of first order higher degree ordinary differential equation and how to solve. So already in the first lecture we have discussed there are different way to solve those type of differential equations. So first is solvable for p, solvable for x, solvable for y, and when one variable missing. So one by one we will see. So first one we will see solvable for p. So before going to see how to solve a problem through the technique of solvable for p, we have to see the standard definition of first order higher degree ordinary differential equation. So the first order higher degree ordinary differential equation, we can write it as f of x comma y comma p. So this is p to the power n, okay, plus function f1 x comma y p to the power n minus 1 plus function f2 x comma y p to the power n minus 2 plus and so on, and the last term will be f n x comma y, this equal to 0. So this is the standard equation of first order higher degree ODE. Now what is p? So p is nothing but dy by dx. Okay, as we see here p to the power n is there, so nth order. So this is the general form of this higher first order higher degree ODE. Now how to solve this? Through solvable for p. So using this technique, how to solve? So if I name it as equation 1, so equation 1 can be written as the product of some factors. So this equation 1 I can write it as p minus alpha 1, p minus alpha 2, and like that if I take the product p minus alpha n equal to 0. So we can convert this equation 1 to this equation 2 form. Okay. Now what we will do, for this first factor I can write the function f1 x comma y comma c1. For second factor I can write function f2 x comma y comma c2, and like that we can write. So this n functions we can get, and what is the answer? Then the general solution will be this f1 x y c1. So product of all these functions. So this is the general solution of the differential equation of type 1. Now through an example problem we will discuss how to solve the problem. So take an example problem as x square p square plus xy p minus 6y square equal to 0. So what we will do, we have to convert it into factor form. So how to do? I can write this equation as xp whole square plus y into xp minus 6y square equal to 0. So again what I can write, this is a quadratic equation. Now I can write xp whole square plus 3y xp minus 2y xp minus 6y square equal to 0. So from the first two term, what I can take common? Xp. So if I take common xp, it will be xp plus 3y. Similarly, if I take minus 2y common from the last two terms, then it will be minus 2y common within bracket, it will be xp plus 3y. Now we got the factors. So the factors are what? Xp plus 3y and xp minus 2y. Then what to do? We have to see the first factor and second factor. We have to solve those factors and find out the solution. So how to find? So xp plus 3y equal to 0, xp minus 2y equal to 0. So this will be what? X dy by dx plus 3y equal to 0. That means 3y equal to minus x dy by dx. Okay. So it will be dy by 3y. Okay. If I take, then it will minus, and this will be dx by x. Okay. So like that. Or it will be dy by 3y, okay, equal to minus dx by x. Or I can write dy by y plus 3 dx by x equal to 0. So if we solve this problem, so general solution will be in this form: y x to the power 3, okay, minus c1 equal to 0. So we got the first function. Similarly, if we solve the second factor, we will get xp equal to 2y. Now x dy by dx equal to 2y. That implies x by dx equal to 2y by dy. Now if I take, so it will be dy by y equal to dx by x, this 2. Okay. So what will happen if I take integration both the side and solve? So it will be what? Y minus x square, and there will be another constant c1, or c1 you have written, so you can write it c2 equal to 0. Okay. So here is another factor. So what will be the general solution then? The general solution of this problem is the product of two factors, that is y x cube minus c1 whole into y minus x square c2 equal to 0. So in this way we can solve a problem using the technique of solvable for P.